The creature devours the corpses as a vulture devours carrion, stopping only as you approach.
I have my freedom. You have your reward. Do you not recall my warning? He drained me. Let me feed. Oh, I cannot control the hunger. In life, I was a wizard. As close to Amadia as skin to flesh. In undeath, I am a lich. Sauce still streams through my bones like blood through. The world won't mourn a few meat bags for long. I must be free of Mordus. He might cloak himself in skin, but he's grip away his hide, and he's a mere grub. Yet he's also a conduit to the void. My source was his lifeblood. Now, my hunger must be sated. My soul will be mine again. My soul jar waits in the hills. Each taste of living sauce is like a healing salve. When I am full, I can finally open the reliquary that holds it.
The creature continues its banquet. Blood spurts. The beast gorges on its meal.
Well, look at you, all noble. I can't promise that your sacrifice will fill my belly.
It reaches out with its brittle fingers, and you hesitantly offer your hand. In an instant that feels like an eon, your source flows into the famished...
Oh, refreshed and refilled. Oh.
Clearly a man of wisdom and piety. Humility, not so much. Bears and...
You want some honey? Yeah.
they can't hide it. Bees are dead. Bees are dead. Bees! Bees dead. Good thing too, 'cause, honey. We can't have it. It's ours. Can't have it. It's ours. Ah, honey, bog off. It's the best honey ever. Makes a bear feel good.
You are you, but more. You are another, but not. You look to your hands, your belly, your feet. Flesh you don't know, molded into unfamiliar shapes. Your fingers trace a line from your head. You are floating a few inches above the ground. Your friends are impressed. You bask in their hoots and hollers. A single name throbs across your brain. Verdas, Verdas, Verdas. He must escape. He cannot die here. He cannot. You cover your face with your hands. You've just heard the news. The elven homelands have been destroyed by death fog. It was your order who did it. How can this be? Early memories are overshadowed by a terrifying death, a tempest of teeth, scales, and snarls. You thought hard on the location of your fortune before passing. You wanted an elf to find it. You urge whoever tastes your... You were a genius maze builder, clear of mind, sharp of wit. You built an invisible staircase. You eat Griff's hand, and you see him putting animals, dead for days in the blistering sun, whole into his cooking pot. You were kind and honest and devoted to your dog, but you came a-knocking here in search of work, and the dog took a fancy to the man of the house. Your own dog turned on you and tore you down. So many years twinkle behind you like distant stars, tiny but beautiful. You smell wheat hail. You hear a... You are nothing. You are no one. You do not exist. A deluge of happiness. You played the flute. You wrote poetry. The music ended in Fort Joy. You had a taste for wine and ale, as well as a variety of other sensual pleasures. Life is a coffer replete with countless delights. Your mind is empty as a new moon. Something seems to have cleared it out, scrubbed the corners, bleached. You are an abomination, a crucified figure blazing with sauce. Zaliskar's shriveled heart is tough to chew. The stringy meat is so vilely bitter, it brings tears to your eyes. You see him sitting beside a campfire in the night, whispering as in response to an unseen voice. You will return, yes. The Lord of Lords will return. Yours is the covenant. Your grip tightens around the blade's hilt. You never felt such rage. These freaks, they are tearing the world apart. You are awash with muddled thoughts, confusion, anger, sadness, loathing, a shocking absence of joy. A lifeless elven child is cradled in your arms. Your vision blurs with tears. You look away to a raised valley below. Tendrils of death fog dissipate, revealing a victorious Divine Order army advancing. Humans, magisters, murderers. A boy at swim. Your name is Joe. You're 9. You're brave. You're off to see your mum. A shadow moves below you. A jagged vice closes on your thigh and pulls you down. Water fills your lungs. Blood billows. Eloisa was the prettiest girl, not to others, but to you. Her luminous eyes shone brighter than the moon. The day you collared her for Fort Joy, you wept every tear you had. The woods have grown chilly now that the sun has set. Annie shuffles across the picnic blanket and huddles against you for warmth. You wrap one arm around her, and with the other, conjure a little ball of flame in your palm. Little more than a party trick, but it's so pretty, she says, resting her head against your shoulder. I don't care what they say, what you have is a gift. She inclines her face up towards yours, lips parted slightly. You lean into her, closing your eyes. The ground drifts by hundreds of feet below you. Droplets of your blood fall away from you into space. You don't feel any pain. Your senses are fading. All you can hear is the beating of the Voidwoken's wings, and the beating of your... The Voidwoken seems to sense that you won't make it. It unleashes an outraged screech, then releases you from its grasp. The ground rushes up to meet you. You close your eyes. You feel a tidal wave of panic drown you. You try to crawl away, but claws pin you down. You look up to see a You shift uncomfortably as the wagon traverses a patch of bumpy ground. The Magisters haven't removed your shackles. You sigh and gaze outward. The landscape rolls, but then you see something flying close to the horizon. Several things. Your eyes widen as they draw nearer. Those aren't birds. You tried to make a break for it, from Fort Joy to the beach. You didn't make it. You died to the sound of your own echoing screams as the void... You tried to run. Your source collar was heavy around your neck. You slipped on the slick stone, and then they were...
A painful death, trapped and defenseless.
Biting deep into the rotting flesh, your senses are assailed with a rank odor of meat long past its prime. Your memory wavers and becomes not your own, but the memory of one who led the most solitary of lives. You see myriad wings flapping, your hand scattering birdseed. You hear the screeching of eagles, the tearing of flesh. All of your life is centered on this place, this pedestal of death. All of your life is dead. You run through the caves as fast as you dare in the gloom. The outraged screech of the Voidwoken, you run straight into something, almost bouncing off of it. A gate. A locked gate. You frantically try to climb over it, but it's too high. Claws envelop you and drag you into the darkness. You shut your eyes and try to block out the sensation of giant mandibles nuzzling your flesh. You hear it click-clack away. You daren't move, not after you saw what happened to the last one who tried to run. What do these things want?
The Master? The Shadow? The Crawler? He has 10,000 names, all true and cruel. 10,000 masks of cowardice, each and every one of them. He'll carve them all, one by slowly one into your quivering flesh. He can do what he will. One day his one true name I'll know, and so undo him.
I see a cage, and there's something in it.
In the near distance, you see a man, though shadows obscure his features. A faint, guttural chittering emanate.
This is him. He can help me. Ugh.
Losa's eyes suddenly fill with inky blackness. Grey veins appear.
Walk away.
She shakes her head. Her color returns to normal.
I'm running out of time. I think that man is Jehan, the demonologist. I need to talk to him.
She throws up a salute and laughs low, but worry sparkles behind her eyes. She walks towards the mysterious figure, who turns towards her with narrowed eyes.
Keep your distance. I recognize that particular shade of darkness in your eyes. Why do you seek me?
You're Jehan, the demonologist. I heard you could help me. Please, I must be free of it.
Jahan stands back from her, his body tense. He stares into her eyes a long while, saying nothing.
I've heard about you, Losa. You're the amalgam too hideous to contemplate. One who has a demon coiled around her god-woken heart. Its grip grows stronger by the hour. Its voice and yours become ever more indistinguishable, but not...
He walks toward her. They talk in low tones. Jahan's face is vivid, insistent. Losa's is set in a determined frown.
Do as I say. Los, hurry now.
They shake hands, Jahan clasping Losa's hand in both of his.
You'll see. I'll be back before you know it. The Advocate doesn't stand a chance.
Losa turns to you.
So, we have a job. It's like this. Jehan can help us. He can teach us how to control more Source, just like that. All we need to do is a little favor for him. There's a place to the north called Blood Moon Island. I guess it's been more or less lost to a demonic presence for some time now. There's a fellow there, goes by the Advocate, and our new pal Jehan would like to see him taken care of. We take care of that, and Jehan helps us control more Source. And after that, he may even be able to help exorcise what ails me. Sound good? Of course it does.
She turns away before you have time to answer.
Excuse me. You travel with Losa, do you not? We need to have... I suppose I don't have to tell you, her condition is... rather dire. You're no stranger then to her demon-wrought idiosyncrasies. The thing inside her is voracious. It's a testament to her strength that it hasn't long since consumed her whole. Perhaps that's because she's God-woken, just like you are. The fact that she's... Do heed me when I say that under no circumstance must she be allowed to ascend to divinity. The demon, not she, would be a god. It would bring about the end of time and space and all creation as we know it. I say this to prepare you for the worst. I say this to prepare you for the kill may come to pass. Should she come close to ascension, you may not hesitate. Stand ready to end her, even if it breaks your heart. Then practice the moment in your mind, for hesitation will mean annihilation. There may be more I can do for you. Come find me if you are interested in growing the Source inside you. How fares the hunt, my friend?
He smiles, like one would at a child.
I know because I've known others like you. Those whose I have battled the foe of foes and conquered it. For a while. I have sat in perfumed gardens with the source herself, drank life from her very lips. I have seen well over 2,000 springs, and will continue to do so until, trust me, I know what you are, and what you can be. It is a place of irony, if you will. Once the site of an academy dedicated to the rumor has it, an exorcism went wrong there long ago, and for a short time a great demon stood unopposed. Had it not been for Dr. Deva, the entirety of Reaper's Coast could have looked like Blood Moon Island looks today. He contained the demon and its blood spawn to the doomed shores of the Isle, surrounded it with death fog, and never looked back. I met him once, during a soiree in Arx.
He looks you up and down.
Aren't we all? Death fog obscures any approach and hangs thick over the collapsed bridge that led to the eye. There is more than the mist alone there, though. I also spotted a sloop further down the shoreline. But of course, a quiet afternoon's boating trip. May you wander...
The creature rubs its clattering hands together.
It's about time. My soul rests inside the reliquary. I need but a drop of your blood to open it. I am me. I am whole. I am Zash!
creature rubs its clattering hands to...
It's about time. My soul...
The creature rubs its
It's about time.
Maybe the river could be crossed on that?
The squirrel's cheeks are so distended with
Too skinny. Aoife.
As the squirrel speaks, one fat acorn plops out of its mouth and rolls onto the ground between you. The squirrel's eyes go wide as its mouth.
Get your beady eyes off my dinner.
The squirrel grasps the acorn in its tiny paws and scuttles.
I'd give up my wings for a respite from this pestilence. My feathers are molting. My wings can't...
It painstakingly attempts to flap its spindly wings, failing miserably.
I doubt anything can remedy how terrible I feel. What have I done to deserve this? The pain, the cold. It's too much.
The bird ruffles its patchy coat of feathers.
You're no healer. How dare you suggest such a thing? Besides, I'm far too valuable, a trophy animal, to just be put down.
The bird's head droops miserably. There's no better offers on the...
All right. Do it. Just try...
Oh my gods, you're ugly. You turn milk green and a Magister's red coat black. My mistress. The Magisters with the red coats chased her into the wood.
Quercus, that squirrel, was it a knight of Dre?
I wonder what...
Well, no matter. It's too late for them, whoever they were.
Oh, hello there. A fine day it is. And the finest day for a wee saunter through the trees it is too. Oh, just the best. Just the bee's knees, really. I've made more money today than in the last month combined. Thanks to a group of magisters who were in such a hurry. Some sorcerer who fled by earlier. And she paid a handsome toll too. Whoa! I do try to be nice about it and all that. But this bridge, since it is such a fine day, I can let you pass at a discount if you entertain me with tales of valiant void-woken battle. Otherwise, full price. It does get...
Marge sniffs.
That'll be the regular toll, so... Oh, that... That's not nice at all.
Quercus, that squirrel was it a night of dread? Well, it's too late for them, whoever they were.
Oh, hello. If you're not... Ah, you again. Got the... If you're not... Nothing better than being your own boss in life. Ah, you again. Got the... Whoa, I do. Since it is such a fine day, I can let you pass at a discount if you entertain me with tales of valiant void-woken battle. Otherwise, full price. It does get...
Marge.
That will be the regular toll. That's not nice at all.